Hello and welcome. I'll be doing a review of Red County Roleplay today. Red County Roleplay is a role-playing server based on the county side of Los Santos. So you only get to roleplay on the county side and not in Los Santos itself. There's nobody in Los Santos, obviously. And today I'll be explaining and giving a documentation of what's going on in this server and what the features are and what the possibilities are. Alright, I'm just going to skip this quiz because if you want to join the server, then you gotta fill in the quiz yourself. I'm not gonna state all the answers here, of course. As soon as you've passed the quiz, the role-playing quiz, then you'll move on to a tutorial of 15 to 20 minutes. It's a very useful tutorial to teach you about the basics of the game and to teach you what's going on around in Red County. So here we are, just spawned. Just finished the tutorial, and as you can see, there's many of those markers floating around. Those markers are houses which you can actually purchase, and I'm not sure how this works, but I believe that, yeah, this is already owned by someone. I believe they're yellow when they're unowned and they're green when they're owned by someone, and these all seem to be owned, so actually purchasing one is not going to be an option here. But yeah, there are many houses which you can purchase and many possibilities of living around here in Red County. In order to purchase a house we need money, and in order to get money we need a job. So I'm just gonna look for a job, and most jobs require you to apply on their forums because they want people who know what they're doing, or they want people with a little experience, you know. Whether it's IC or OC, they just want to know who you are, what you do, and etc, etc. So most jobs are hard to get, and I believe there are also jobs which do not require any applications. But let's leave the jobs for now. I'm going to get my driver license, which is very important, because without a driver license you can't drive a car, of course. Alright, so here we are. Driver license, hall, or whatever. Department of Motor Vehicles, so /DMV, general car license, blah blah blah. You have not obtained this license yet. Fee is $100. Take test. Yes, I'm sure. Alright. You have started the car driving test. Please get into the vehicle shown. This appears to be the vehicle shown. Alright, what I gotta do now is follow the markers and make sure I'm not driving too fast. Also, I gotta make sure that I'm driving on the right side of the road at all times. And there is a meter to the right of the screen which indicates... Oh, I was already going too fast. Right, once you got to the driver test and you have accepted to take it, then you'll be teleported outside of the current dimension, outside of the current world you're in. That's just simply to avoid annoying crashes or other annoyances with other players. People won't drive into you while you're taking your driving license test. It's a little less realistic because in real life you just drive between the other traffic users, but since this is San Andreas multiplayer and not real life, it's really hard for people to drive realistic. Well, it's not hard, but it's harder than in real life. So that's just to make it a little easier, because the driving test right now is pretty hard and it requires you to sit in your vehicle for a long time. And you gotta watch the speed limit at all times. So it's quite of a job to actually achieve your driving test. And the different speed zones, that's quite important, because if you drive too fast or if you drive recklessly throughout the areas of Red County, and the cops witness you driving recklessly whatsoever, then they will most likely pull you over and ticket you. So I highly recommend to always obey the traffic laws. That keeps you out of trouble. So here we are, I've passed the test. And now I have my driving license. There's also a bank, and once you enter this bank, then you'll see this marker right here. If you type /bank when standing in this marker, then you'll get a small menu of the options which you can use inside of the bank. Balance, deposit, withdraw and transfer. So let's check my balance. My balance is 2k, which is pretty neat, I guess. Not sure. So let's withdraw this. So I use the option withdraw. 2k, enter, and there goes my 2k. Here we have it. Here at this shop, the locals only, you are able to purchase another skin. Right, and here I'm able to change the skin, change it to whatever I like. Let's see, we'll pick... Also, I've noticed that there's some pretty awesome mappings scattered throughout Red County Roleplay. For example, this random stuff here, and the bench and the trees here, they're not here in single player, and that makes it a lot more challenging to actually use it as a roleplay scene, and makes it way more fun to roleplay. And look at all this random rubbish and garbage. It just makes it look more realistic. Also, this is something which I like. Looks awesome. Also, it's got a great amount of players every day. There's currently 25 players online. It's just because it's early in the morning, that's why it's just 25. But there's usually around 40 to 60 players online, so that's quite a lot. And this is the Palomino Creek gas station. It's custom mapped, as you can see. This is not here in single player. And it looks pretty awesome actually. The roleplay on the server is medium to high roleplay. Whoa, I believe that isn't what it's supposed to be. But in overall, this is a pretty amazing roleplay server, and if you like to roleplay quite realistically, then I really recommend connecting to this server. There's quite a lot of people online daily, and the roleplay is pretty strict, so this sure is a recommendation. For popularity, I give this server an 8. For originality, I give this server a 7.2. For customization, a 6. And for user friendliness, a 7.5. Right, everybody, thanks for watching and have a nice day.